Hello there, and I want to welcome you. It is 12 noon here on this beautiful Wednesday, November the 23rd, and I want to welcome you back. We are here to do a special session with you today, and this session is designed to help you understand and tap into good morning, good morning, good morning to you, and also to tap into that amazing power that's within you to manifest. And so, our topic for today is the following: flipping the switch for a better you. Flipping the switch for a better you. Now, I'm here with the amazing Roddy, who is good afternoon, who is part of my team. And one of the things that we love to do while we're serving you and we're here is address any questions that you may have while we're here together. And if you have a question, whether it's relevant to what we're talking about today or not, whether it's something else, some other question that you have, then please ask. Ask away. And we would be delighted to serve you. And how you can ask is just by typing your question in the chat box as we're here with you live. If you're watching the replay, obviously you can't do that because we're not there at that time. But if you're here with us, and we are delighted that you are, and you have a question that you would love for me to address, then I would definitely be thrilled to answer it for you. All right. So I just noticed that somebody is saying that they can't hear. Let me see here. Is that what I'm reading? Cannot hear. Can you guys on Instagram hear me? Okay, good. All right. There's a question coming in. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you just type in the chat box? Let me know sound is good. Thank you, Marianne. It's always great to see you here, Marianne. Okay, super. Okay, I see. Thank you. All right. So it could be the one individual that's having the challenge. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate you guys. So I can hear you perfect. Thank you. Thank you. My mom calls me a hippie. That's a cute name. I like that a lot. Okay, all good here, says Roddy. Perfect. I'm happy that you can all hear. Wonderful. Mara's here as well. Welcome, Mara. Jennifer, thank you. Thank you for answering the question. I appreciate that. Well, thank you, Marusa. You're so kind. You're so sweet. I appreciate the kind words. Okay. All right. Not sure either. Why don't you try logging in, logging back in? That'll always works. Okay. All right. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to talk to you about the subject of today, which is flipping the script for a better you. And what does that really mean? Do you understand what that even means? And here's what it relates to. If you think about your life and the way that you're living your life, do you believe? And I have a question for you. All right. I want you to answer this question honestly. Do you believe that your life is already predetermined? In other words, that your destiny is already planned out, that it's been planned out maybe from a higher being or whatever. But is that something that you believe? And if so, just type in the chat box and let me know whether you believe that. Like some people believe that the script is already written for their life, that their destiny has been predetermined. And what I'd like to know is that what you believe? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the honesty. All right, so no. Okay, perfect. So shift into abundance says no. We're so co-creators. Yes, that's absolutely right. I'm not sure, says Jennifer. I used to believe that. Yes, so did I. I did as well. Thank you for saying that, Cub Cub. All right, that's great. Okay, do you believe your life is already predetermined? Hey, Vladdy's here. Thank you, Vladdy, for typing out that question again. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Okay, here's the truth. Here's the truth about your life and what's in front of you in your life is that there are many different possibilities for you on where you can go and what you can do. Now, for those that don't believe that you play a role in what shows up in your life, in other words, if you don't believe that you're co-creating your results, then those people will usually end up just hoping, maybe praying for some kind of better result. Not to say it's not going to go well for you. It could very well go well for you. But the truth is this: we are co-creators. We're co-creators with the universe on our life and what we would love to manifest in our life. And therefore, what does that say? It says that we play a role. And since we do play a role in how our life unfolds for us, then we can literally script it. We can script the life that we would desire. And we can script it in a way that actually is very reflective of an amazing life, a totally, completely, utterly fulfilled life. So the question that I have for you, another question that I have for you is that what you would love? Would you love to be living a totally fulfilled, amazing, extraordinarily wonderful life? Is that something you would love? Type in the chat box and let me know if that is, in fact, something that you would love. And I'm not asking you if you know how or anything like that. I love that, Kelly. Kelly says, I believe I'm destined for more. And you are absolutely, definitely. Okay, good. Yes. Yes is the answer. Okay, good. All right. You see, the process, I can tell you how to manifest or how you are playing a role in what shows up in your life. But an important part of the process of manifesting and living this completely fulfilling, rewarding, incredible, amazing life that you would love to live involves declaring what that is. What is that life for you? What would it be like? What are you doing? What are you enjoying? Where are you living? How are you living? How are you feeling, more importantly? And what's going on in your life? Now, here's the fun part of all of that. You get to decide. And as I said earlier, all possible outcomes are out there. They're out there in the what's known as the field of possibilities, the quantum field, where you can do, be, have, experience anything. Now, a lot of people don't believe that. And because they don't believe it, they don't choose to do anything about it. Now, some people believe it, and many people here believe that it's possible, and yet they don't declare what it is that they want. They don't actually commit to a goal or to their goals. Again, they have the awareness, they have the understanding that they are co creators, that they do play a role in what shows up in their life, and yet they're doing nothing about it. Why is that? Why is it that people have the awareness, they know they can do something about it, but yet they do nothing about it? Why is that? I'm going to ask you, why do you think that is? Let's look for some more answers. Yes. All right. Great. I love that you can do that. Perfect. Yeah, you're right, Mara. Yes, Marie Ann. Absolutely. So here's some of the answers that I'm seeing already. Some of the answers that I'm seeing is why people do not create their desired rights. You're right, Jesse. Is, and thank you, my mom calls me a hippie, is that it's fear. Fear is a common one. Absolutely. Now let's expand on that idea of fear. I'm going to get to some of the other answers as well, because I really want to create a good dialogue today. And if we think about fear, that's right, Chris. If we think about fear for a moment, what is it that people are afraid of? So can you answer that? For those of you that answered, fear is one of the things that's blocking people from experiencing what they desire or even declaring what it is that they desire. What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? I'd like you to answer that question. Okay. Rejection? Yes, that's right, Sarah. Could be rejection. It could be fear of loss. It could be a fear of failure. There we go. Yeah, somebody just typed that in. Absolutely. Fear of failure. You're absolutely right. Fear of loss of money. Definitely. That can be a fear as well. Success, responsibility, rejection, fear, failure. Absolutely. Fear of success too. You're right. Shift into abundance. Afraid of a new self if it's uncomfortable. You're right, Chris. You're absolutely right. People are afraid of the illusion. Now, other answers that we received to why people don't do anything or why they don't actually set the goal is limiting beliefs. Absolutely. Somebody else wrote paradigms. Paradigms are beliefs. That's absolutely right. So when you have the awareness and the understanding that you can actually accomplish something else, a big part of the reason why people do nothing about it is because of that, because of fear, because of limiting beliefs, as we've seen here on this call, but also is because you're so habitual. This is not a negative thing or a constructive thing, or well, actually could be considered constructive, not a criticism. We are all habitual beings. We will do the same things over and over again. Now, the challenge comes is when you're doing these things over and over again, but you're expecting different results. It's never going to happen. So, how do you get to the point of conviction? The point of knowing that what you desire is absolutely not only possible for you, but in your consciousness, it's here and now because it's already out there in the field of possibilities by choosing, right? Making a decision, by committing to that outcome, by disciplining yourself to stay focused on that outcome in everything that you do until that becomes a habit. And this is what you want to do. So, studying is not enough. Going to seminars is not enough. Getting into programs is not enough. Watching these live events is not enough. Going on YouTube and watching video after video after video is not enough. You absolutely, there's three parts to this. You have to study, you have to understand, and you must apply. If you don't apply, nothing's going to happen. Absolutely nothing's going to happen. You've got to apply the understandings. Now, what I've come to know from over 40 years, almost 44 years of studying success and experiencing phenomenal results is that it's in the application where the magic occurs. You don't even have to know how it works or why it's working or any of that. You don't even have to have the understanding, but it works. Manifestation works because you're applying it. Now, the best thing that you can do for you is the following: decide, how would you love to be living your life? How would you love to be living your life? Now, there's going to be a couple steps in this, and I suggest that you follow through with these steps. Decide, how would you love to be living your life? Do you want to be living your life in abundance, with prosperity, with an abundance of money, always having more than enough money to do whatever you want to do? Would you like that? Now, if you're thinking no, that could be a paradigm's in your way right there. It could be that you're thinking you're so involved in a lack mentality. Again, not a criticism, just an observation that you're not even open. You have to open your mind to allow the ideas to come in. You see, you must open your mind. You must be aware and willing to learn. And when you're willing to learn and apply, then you'll start to see the transformation. So if you think about living your life with all the abundance that you would desire, how's that feel? How would that feel knowing that you have all the money you'd ever need? You're financially set for life. You're donating to the charities that you love. You're giving money away. You're helping people. You're doing something that you really love. How's that feel? How would that feel? Type in the chat box. How would that feel for you? Now, I suspect that some of the answers to that question are going to come back, and there'll be answers like, I feel great. I feel relief. I feel grateful. I feel limitless. There we go. I feel expansive. Yes. I feel unstoppable. I feel so incredibly appreciative of my life. There we go. Excited. Yeah. Beautiful, wonderful, amazing, in awe. Right now we're getting the answers. There we go. Surreal, beautiful, joyful, pleased to share more with others. I love that, Sarah. That's beautiful. Marie Ann writes, amazing. You see, you can feel that right now. You can feel those emotions right now and not even have that experience in your life at this moment, right? Do you know how significant that is? How significant that is. Oh, I love that, Mara. Summers in Muskoka, winters in Arizona or Florida. I feel so grateful and relaxed. Nice. I love that. So when you flip the switch or the script for a better life, what you do is you actually define what your life is like in the present tense, as if you're living it now, and you choose to feel it. Now, script is a word that I particularly love because you get to script how you want to be living your life. And that's why I created the Power Life script. I created the Power Life script to really impress the understanding and that belief into the subconscious mind to create a sense of knowing that your desire or a desire or multiple desires, whatever the goals are already in your life. Because if they're not there now, if you're not getting the results that you want now, it's only because the belief isn't there now. but that's okay. You can create a new one and you can impress it into your subconscious mind through repetition by writing out the script, by recording the script, by listening to the script over and over and over again until you become one with it. So, we're talking about flipping the script for a better you. I know that for every one of you, regardless of how successful you may already be, and I say this to myself as if I'm looking in a mirror, life can absolutely get better and significantly better if that's what you desire. And if that is what you desire, then choose it. Choose to have your life be amazing, fulfilling, rewarding, complete in every area of your life. Choose it. And then determine what do you need to believe in order to have that in your life and focus on that. And the moment you find yourself feeling anything unlike what you would feel were you to be living that amazing life, you want to flip the script. You want to get away from what you're thinking, which is more about negativity and destruction or undesirable results, and focus on the script or flip over the script that has you experiencing a wonderful, amazing life. Now, I noticed that Roddy put the link in here for the Power Life Script program. And today, being the 23rd, the day before the American Thanksgiving, I'm in Canada. We don't celebrate the American Thanksgiving, but nonetheless, we did put together a Black Friday deal. And right now, the Power Life Script program, along with a number of other offers that we have, are on the Black Friday deal. We put together this deal. And if you want to find out what those deals are, Roddy will put the link in here so that you can find it. Hi. And then you can go and take a look at that. And I absolutely have found by studying success, understanding it, what it takes to be successful and applying it, my life's changed in every area. And it will continue to because I stay focused on that. I flip the script whenever I find myself off track and put myself right back on track. You want to do the same. We've had so many success stories. Roddy and I were chatting about it this morning. We've had so many success stories of people that have flipped the script. They wrote a new script for their life where previously they may have been struggling and then stopped the struggle. We had one gentleman who began using a Power Life script. And what he did was he decided to change his income and not only write the script for how amazing his life was now that his income was 10 times, that's right, 10 times what it previously was, but he also scripted about how everything else in his life was amazing, amazing. All right, so I see Michaela has a question here too. Roddy's going to get your question. Marianne has a question as well. We're going to get all your questions and we're going to answer them. Anyway, so this gentleman decided to script his life and make an amazing, absolutely amazing script of his life and wrote it, recorded it, listened to it, and began to experience it. He actually experienced his life. He 10 times his income. And is that possible to do? I don't even know what percentage or what times income I've changed, but that's not the only one. I've had many stories of people that have turned their life around. I had one lady I worked with who was upside down financially, like in some serious debt at the time. And she decided that she didn't want to struggle like that anymore. She didn't want her life to be like that anymore and wrote a new script and began living an incredible, amazing, extraordinary life. And so you could too. All right. Now we've had a number of questions already come in and we still have about 12 minutes. So I want to address all those questions. Okay. So somebody named Afghan Muslim Motivation is asking this question. I would love to know how you can help me to publish my book. So we have a program called MSI Entrepreneur, and we do much more than that. We don't get into publishing your book because it's not publishing a book that's going to bring you the satisfaction of the difference that you're going to be making with your work. You need to know marketing. And there's many different ways that authors can create multiple sources of income. So our program now is called MSI Entrepreneur. And you can go to msiontrepreneur.com to find out more about that. If you just want to publish your book, That's all you want to do, which to me seems almost not senseless, but doesn't really serve the purpose of getting your book out there in the world. Is you can go to Hasmark Publishing, HASMARK publishing.com, and that would be a great place. It's my sister's company, and she can definitely help you. Okay. Okay, Roddy, make sure you get Chris's question. That's a good one. I want to make sure I answer that one. Okay, the next question is from Sheer Genius. Great name. All right, here's what it says. I'm building a new business and feel that it may take a while to have enough money to find a great life partner and have a family. How would you address this? I would say get out of your own way. If you're fearing anything, you're in your own way. If you're focusing on it taking a while, it'll take a while. What would you love? What would you love? Now, the way that you manifest is in the present. So I would suggest get yourself a Power Life script. Go to Power Life script. This is the single most powerful technique I've ever used to manifest anything in my life. Go over and check it out. We're doing a Black Friday deal right now. It's very inexpensive. And think about it. What are your dreams worth? What is your life worth, right? To invest such a tiny amount of money to learn the most powerful manifestation technique ever, totally worth it. So go there and find out how to write out the script, and you can have anything, life partner, success, successful business, all of it. It's possible for you. Marie Ann is asking, can you tell a bit about Club Achieve? Like, what does a study session look like? Can you ask questions? Did I get a list of books you're reading on class before class? Yes. Okay. So Club Achieve, if anyone is interested in Club Achieve, and actually everybody should be, is clubachieve.com. And Club Achieve is a study group that I run. And we study every day except Saturday and Sunday and statutory holidays. And we focus on only success books. And what we do is I'll study, I teach. It's either me or one of my team. I'll teach from one of these books. We're studying How to Attract Money by Dr. Joseph Murphy right now, which is one of the best books I've ever read. And as I'm reading, I'm explaining. And I'm explaining so that you get the understanding. And then I'll suggest how to apply it, because it's the study, the understanding, and the application. So it's about 20 minutes. And it's basically me communicating and teaching to the people there through some of the most valuable teachings that there ever were. And you can actually get a subscription to Club Achieve right now as part of our Black Friday deal as well. Can you ask questions? Not during the class, but we do offer an open Q&A once a month while you're a member, and you can get on that. Yes, all of our members see the list of the books that we're studying so that they can get them, or they can get a PDF copy online so that they can follow along. You don't even need the book to follow along. I suggest you get it though, and you'll want to get the book. And that's really what Club Achieve is. To me, I'm madly in love with Club Achieve. I love Club Achieve. I love the classes. I love serving people in it. More importantly, our clients love it. And that's what's really more important. They're really getting huge value out of it. If I think about my life and why, I continue to have my life get better and better and better, it's because of the study. It's because of the commitment to the study, the daily study. And so for a nominal amount of money, you can get into the Club Achieve and be a part of our study group. Okay, we have 3 more questions that have come in. Michaela says, I have my script, but I'm always trying to find the how, and this makes me crazy. What can I do? All right, well, stop doing that. Let it go. You'll get better at it when you remind yourself you don't have to know how, 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 you have to trust. So you're going to develop the faith. What's fun about the Power Life script is as you're listening to it over and over again, you're building the faith. So really saturate your mind with listening to your script over and over again. And you're going to discover that it will build the faith, and the doubt will just disappear. Okay, good. The next question is from Chris. Can you make an example of a Power Life script wish that manifests later? Can you make an example? Well, I have one lady that got into the Power Life script program, and she wanted a baby, and she wasn't able to get pregnant, and they weren't able to have a baby. And at least that's what they were told. But she used her Power Life script and she reaffirmed that not only did they have a baby, they have a healthy baby, and that she got pregnant and had the baby. As a matter of fact, we were doing a live event recently and she came on with her baby to share her beautiful baby and to also share that it was the Power Life script that actually manifested that. But I've used my Power Life script. We did an event last Friday and it was 4 hours, 4 phenomenal, solid hours. Michaela, I don't know if you're a part of it or not. And I'm not even sure if the recording is still available, but it was called Power Life Script Live. And Michaela, if Roddy, is that still available? Let me know if it's still available. If you can watch that, I would suggest that you do. And what was fascinating is the number of things that have been manifested from a Power Life script. Like I manifested dream home after dream home. I manifested my husband. I manifested my successful business. I manifested Roddy, who works with me in the business. You know, he was someone that I manifested as well. So I've manifested everything in my life using my Power Life script, and many other people have as well. A lot of people use the Power Life script to increase their financial status, their income, their earnings, etc. Oh, thank you, Jane Margaret. She just wrote the Power Life script live was an awesome session. True gift. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Carabo, which is the most powerful script you've ever done and how long did it take you to manifest? Ooh, good question. I would say it was probably the very first dream home that I built. And I had purchased this home. We're going back 20 some odd years. And I didn't have the money to buy it. Matter of fact, when I even made the deposit, I didn't have the money to even pay for the deposit. I managed to go and do a transfer off my credit card to cover the check, but I manifested owning that home. So I would say that's one of the things that I've manifested over the years, but that was a phenomenal experience. But I want you to understand that one of the exciting understandings of a Power Life script or manifesting anything that you would love is that you don't have to know how, for sure. You don't have to know how you're going to manifest, but you have to understand that you can use your Power Life script to manifest anything that you would love. You've got to feel as if it's in your life now. You have to get focused on that. And the Power Life script is going to help you keep your mind on track and build the belief system within you and create the emotional experience within you as well to manifest that. All right. We have another question here from, I'm not sure what the name is. Is it Zach Haria? Anyways, I'm not sure what the name is, but from Greece, I believe. I think I saw you say greetings from Greece. Is 30 days enough to change your paradigm? You see, you can change your paradigm in a minute. You can change it like that, but you have to stick with it. Like it takes a while to continue to impress that idea, but could you decide right now, no more playing small, no more struggle, no more poverty, no more lack? Could you decide that right now and stick with it? Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. Oh, George. Thank you, George. So, George, you have to decide. You have to decide right now that that's what you're going to do. And today we're talking about flipping the script. And then you just flip anytime you have a thought that's out of alignment, or any time that you think of something that you don't want, you flip right back over to what you do want. And that will continue to impress the belief within you and you will change your paradigm. So the question was, is 30 days enough? Yeah, if you really work at it, you've got to work at it. You got to work at it every day. This is not a once in a while kind of thing. Your dominant thoughts and feelings should only be in alignment with what you desire. Think about that. That's powerful. It's a great understanding. All right, our next question is from Shift into Abundance. How do you stick with the script when there are toxic people? Don't let them in. Don't allow, you're in control of how you feel at all times. Nobody can cause you to feel anything. If you're allowing someone else to affect you, then that's your choice. You're deciding that. So don't let it in. Recognize that you're the one that's in control of what you're giving your attention to, what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Don't give your power away. And the more you work on you and your focus and your attention and your emotions, the better it's going to go for you. All right, our next question is from, and we got 1 minute left, so we're going to address this question. We're going to call it a wrap. Um, okay, I'll answer George's question as well after this one. So my mom calls me a hippie is the next question, and I'm going to answer George's, and then we're going to wrap it up. So here's the question. What is a must-have line in your Power Life script? Is it about self-image, money, relationships? It's about whatever it is that you want. It's about you, your life, what it is that you would love to experience in your life. And so think about this. Think about what is it that you want to have? How do you want to be living? You write it out in the present tense. And if there are areas that you recognize that you need to work on, like beliefs around abundance, which seems to be a very popular one, then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are including that in your Power Life script. Okay, so if you've been living in lack, as an example, and you've been living in poverty and not having enough and struggling financially, perhaps you want to add statements in your Power Life script that are going to reinforce the understanding that you're abundantly wealthy. You attract wealth into your life, that money is circulating in your life freely, and that you're connected to the divine surplus, that you always have an abundance of money to do whatever you want to do. I love that. I love that, Michaela. Michaela said hers is 10 minutes long and she got inspired by the examples that I give in the program. Beautiful. I love that. Okay. And then one last question is, George, how many years did it take me to become a multimillionaire? You see, here's a really interesting question, but I think you're going to find the answer quite interesting. You can choose right now, everyone that's on this call right now in this moment, like that, to become a multimillionaire. You choose it now. You accept it in the now. You say, I am a multimillionaire. Where are you a multimillionaire? In consciousness. And when you truly believe that and you affirm it over and over again, it's just a matter of time before it is reflective in your life, before it shows up. So the question was, how long? Well, the moment I decided I was when I became one. It's like the story about the gentleman who was homeless and living on the park bench, and he turned his life around. He flipped the script and decided to script a life where he's living an amazing life. And someone asked him this question: at what point did you become wealthy? And he said this. He said, I was wealthy when I was sleeping on the park bench. You see, you have within you right now, you have that ability to manifest anything that you desire. You got to understand that. There is tremendous power that's locked up within you. Are you using it? Are you activating it? Most people are not. Most people are not. Those that are disciplined. Those that are in the study. Those that are focused on it every day. Does not mean that they're not dealing with challenges. Does not mean that they don't have adversity in their life. Everybody will or has at some point in their life. It simply means that they are choosing what they're giving their attention to, choosing what thoughts they're thinking, and choosing what feelings. And they understand. You see, I started studying success in January 1979. So my awareness and my understanding is probably at a level of a PhD if we think about education. Not a brag. I'm just saying the only reason is because of the extensive study that I've done. And it looks like 2 more questions snuck in there. Okay. Oh my God, I see another one on YouTube. Anyways, here's the next question. Is it important to choose a date when you visualize a goal, and why? No. No dates. No dates. Why? Because you manifest in the now. What you have is this moment. This is when you manifest. So you write out your goals as if they're in your life right now, present tense. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. And the next question is, can I write my Power Life script like it has already happened in the past tense? Carabo, Brian, you write it as if it's happening right now, as if it's in your life. This is the way you're living. I'm so happy and grateful. And you talk about it as if it's in your life now. If you don't have the program, get the program, because I explain it in detail in the program. And then Evelyn says, I'm retired. I don't work. So when it comes to scripting, what do I say about your career, business earnings, your net worth? What would you love? Do you want to work? You don't have to. There's plenty of ways to earn money. A lot of people think that you got to go to work, exchange $1 for an hour. As Bob Proctor used to say, it's one of the worst ways of earning money. I have people in their 70s in my program, MSI Entrepreneur, and they're looking to make a difference in the world and earn money. And so it depends on what you want. And again, I would suggest get into the Power Life Script program so that you understand it. It's very, very inexpensive. But when it comes to scripting, what do you say about your career, your earnings, your net worth? What would you love? I'm so happy and grateful now that my net worth is in excess of whatever that number is. I'm so happy and grateful that my investments are whatever. Like, just talk about what you have. I'm including my boyfriend as well. So do I write as I am or we are? Well, you're right for yourself. Okay. You're Dina, I think it is. So you're writing for yourself. It's your script, but you can include them. Just say, my boyfriend and I, or my significant other, or however you want to define your partner. You could say, we are. You could certainly say we are for sure. Absolutely not a problem. I have my husband in my Power Life Script. I talk about my son in my Power Life Script. But for the most part, it's about me and my beliefs, my outcomes as if they're already in my life right now, what I feel. But I do include others that are important in my life in my Power Life Script as well. Okay, we went a little bit over time, but I want to thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure to serve. Make sure that you go to my site, check out our Black Friday deals. They're only available for a limited time. Inevitably, when we do something like that, which we do once a year, people contact us in January and say, or first week of December and say, can I get that? No, it's a limited period of time. We've got it available right now. So make sure you check it out right away. All right, it's my pleasure to serve you. Thank you, Roddy. Thank you, Vladdy. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye for now.